Republican Vice President Mike Pence recently departed to lead the American delegation at the 2018 Winter Olympics in South Korea, and the timing could not have been more perfect for him. Pence leaves behind him a White House that is mired in fresh scandal following revelations that ex-Staff Secretary Rob Porter beat 3 women, including 2 of his wives. This is yet another stain on evangelical Christian Pence's record, as he was the one who vetted Porter for the position as leader of then-President-elect Trump's transition team. During an animated discussion on MSNBC's Morning Joe, the co-hosts and their guests described how significantly Pence's reputation is in tatters from this matter and many others. Vice President Pence has been firm in denying that he has had any connection to the Porter scandals and others that have rocked the Trump White House. MSNBC's Joe Scarborough, however, did not buy that, stating on his show about Pence, "It's also problematic for the vice president that he's arguing as a man who ran the transition team. He didn't know what everybody else on the transition team knew regarding Jen Flynn." Scarborough continued, "It's also problematic for him to say he did not know that one of the people that was closest to the President of the United States that he couldn't get a clearance, that the FBI had warned the White House about him, that Don McGahn knew for a year, that the Chief of Staff knew for a year." At some point this pleading ignorance just strains credulity. I don't know how you run the transition and don't know what everyone else on the transition team knows, and how you're Vice President of the United States and always left in the dark. The network's John Heilemann went to the next level in censuring Pence, stating, "The Vice President is not speaking the truth about what he knows in these instances and trying to limit his downside vulnerability and exposure on some issues of controversy." He added, "The broader thing, of course, here is like almost everybody else, the one thing he has in common with Jen Kelly and others is, someone has a documentary out now called Everything Trump Touches Dies, and it seems as though, again, everyone who is associated themselves with Donald Trump is in a worse position reputationally than the day they met him, and that's true of Vice President Pence. Do you think the pundits on Morning Joe are correct about Pence?"